Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn how to deploy a Telegram application on Heroku. So in many of my previous videos, people have asked that they have created the program, but where they can run it 24/7, and that also for free. So Heroku is the answer for that. And by the way, I have already shown you one more way, which is IBM Cloud. You can also deploy the code on IBM Cloud. But many of the people seems to be they were not comfortable with IBM Cloud and they wanted to have some alternative, which is Heroku. So this lesson is for you guys. So you can see I have already created a blog which you can follow. So in order to deploy Telegram bot on Heroku, we need to have all of these prerequisites available. So first of all, we need to create a Telegram bot. Okay, so in order to create a Telegram bot, this is a video you can watch, but I know you guys have been following me, so that's the reason you would have already been knowing these steps, especially after watching almost 1.5 hours of crash course on Telegram which I had uploaded few months ago. Now second thing which we will need is we need to install Python, and you can download Python software by clicking on this link, or whatever way you follow. Just go ahead and install Python. Okay, make sure Python is there. And third step is you need to install Git. So make sure Git is installed. You can install Git on Linux or on Windows by following the links here. And after that, we need to install Heroku CLI, which stands for command line interface. So using Heroku CLI, we are going to push our code to Heroku and we are going to build the application. Okay, so that's how this is going to work. And in order to interact with Heroku, we also need to make sure we already have an account created on Heroku. And for that, you can just go to Heroku and sign up, create your account, and that's all you need to do. So after first 5 steps are done, we are going to set up a Telegram webhook. And this webhook is required because whenever your Telegram bot is going to receive a new message, you want that message to be sent on your web application automatically. So once you receive that message, you'll be able to, let's say, do some processing. For example, you might want to see the messages and want to reply based on whatever the message which has been sent. Okay, so that is what we are going to do here in this video. So go ahead and create a Telegram bot. In my case, I have already created a Telegram bot, so I'm not going to do this step. And after that, we need to set up Python virtual environment and download required packages. Okay, so make sure you have already downloaded Python. In my case, I already have Python, so I'm just going to follow next steps, which is creating a directory which is called Telegram. So let's go ahead and we are going to create a directory which is called Telegram. By the way, here I'm doing all this coding on Linux, so you can probably, if you are using some other operating system, steps might be little different. Okay, so directory is created which is called Telegram. Let's do one thing. We can split the screen. Okay, now we can see everything clearly. So we have created the directory, and now what we can do is let's go inside this directory. And then we need to create a virtual environment. So for that, we need to run Python. In my case, I have Python 3. So just go ahead and type Python 3 -m venv. Venv stands for virtual environment. And then give a name to this virtual environment. So I'm just going to call it Telegram web app. And you can specify Python version. So in my case, I'm just going to give it Python 3.6. Hit enter. It is going to take a couple of minutes because now it is going to set up a virtual environment, and after virtual environment is set up, we need to activate virtual environment. So let's give it a moment. As you can see, now environment seems to be ready. So now we can write source Telegram web app, and we need to go to bin. We need to click on activate. Hit enter. Now you can see a prompt here in the beginning has changed. Earlier it was starting with root @localhost. Now it has changed to Telegram-web app, which means now we are using Python, which is set up on this virtual environment. Doing this step is very important because you want to make sure whatever you are doing in a separate Python environment. You are not messing up all the existing environment. Okay, so now whatever packages which you install, that is going to be installed only on this virtual environment. Okay, so next step is we need to go ahead, we need to install requests, flasks and Unicorn. So I'm just going to copy everything from here, going to paste it here and hit enter. It is again going to take a couple of minutes before it gets installed, and then you are going to see the prompt. So let it run, and in meantime we can scroll down, we can see the next steps. So next step is we need to create Flask application. So for that we can create an app folder, and then we need to go inside that folder. Okay, so as you can see here on the screen, all the modules are already installed. I'm going to write clear to clear the screen, and then we are going to create a folder which is called app, and then we are going to go inside that application folder. Okay, now we need to create a file which is called main.py file, and that is a file which is going to contain the code. So I'm going to create a file by writing touch main.py, and in order to modify the file I'm going to do that using VI editor. Please feel free to use any editor of your choice. And now this is the code, sample code I have already put here. So I'm just going to copy this sample code and I'm going to paste this sample code here. Okay, now we can save this program and exit. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what this program is doing. So in this program we are importing Flask, JSONify request and requests and datetime module. I'm not sure if I'm really using all of these, but yeah, I wanted to actually write a longer code, but this one is just an example code which I have put in here. And token is your Telegram bot token. So you need to make sure you need to replace this token with the Telegram bot token which you have received from botfather. Okay, so put that here. And then there are a couple of functions which are available here. So what this program is doing is, this program is going to receive the data, and then it is going to see whether the data which it has received contains the message hi. So if it contains hi, it is going to reply with hello. Okay, so that's all this program is doing, and this is accepting either get method or post method. Okay, so if you are new to Flask or if you are new to API, probably you need to watch some basics of API. So an API can process any type of request. It can process get request, put request, post request or delete request and so on. So in this case we are just using a get and post. Okay, so if it's a post request, which means Telegram is going to send the data to this program, and then we are reading that data, and then we are going to processing that data. Okay, so just go ahead and just try to scan this program. You'll understand what this program is doing because such a simple program. And then we already copy pasted the program. Let's just do cat main.py to see whether the program exists. Yes, program is there. Let's clear the screen. Now we need to go back to previous directory and type pwd. You can see we are at Telegram directory. Okay, now we are going to create one more file which is called run.py, and in this Python program we need to copy paste this code. Okay, so do not all you need to do is just copy paste this program, save it and exit. Okay, so you can validate whether now we are ready to run the program or not. So in order to do that, just type python run.py. Okay, so if you get a message like this which I am getting on the screen, it means everything is okay. You can press Ctrl C and exit from here. Let's do the clear screen again. Okay, so this is a message which you should be expecting. If it shows like this, it means everything is okay. You are good to deploy the application on Heroku. Okay, so now we are talking about preparing for deployment. Okay, so for that we need to do a couple of things. We need to create a requirements.txt file. In this file we are going to specify all the modules which our program is using. Okay, so for that you can just do pip freeze greater than symbol requirements.txt. So let's run this code here, hit enter, and it is going to create requirements.txt. So you can do cat requirements.txt. Now you can see it has specified all these packages. Now we might not be using all of these packages. Okay, so you can just go ahead and remove the ones which you are not using. So by the way, one more thing which I have seen here, when we are trying to deploy deploy the application with data class is equal to 0.8. This is giving some issues, so I'm just going to remove it. Okay, and that's all. I think we are now good. We can just save it, and then we need to create a proc file. Okay, proc file will be telling this which application or which process which we want to run. So in this case, just copy paste this line, paste it here, and now you can do cat proc file. Okay, and you can see inside the proc file we should be having this content. Okay, so what this line did is it just created a file which is called proc file, and it pasted this this piece of line into proc file. So now we are good to go ahead. We are going to deploy this application, deploy this Python program to Heroku, and for that we need to first create an application. Okay, so in order to create the application, first we need to log into Heroku. So for that you can write Heroku login -i. It is going to ask for the email and password. So let's see, hopefully we are going to get prompted. As you can see, we are getting prompted for credentials. So enter your credentials, and if everything is okay, it is going to let you know that you have been logged in. So as you can see, in my case I have been logged in. I'm going to now clear the screen again, and then we are going to type Heroku create, and here you can specify the name of your application. So in this case, let's give it a name. Let's give it the same name, Telegram web app. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and call it Telegram web app. Hit enter, and what this is doing is it is creating this application on Heroku. So here you can see, previously I have shown you this screen. This was empty. Now if I refresh it again, it should have created an application which is called Telegram web app. As you can see here, Telegram web app is there, which means this command has worked. So now we are going to use git. So you need to do git init, and make sure git is already installed, because in this tutorial I'm not showing you how to install Python, Git or Heroku CLI. You need to make sure you install all of these things yourself. So for that you can probably follow some YouTube video, or I have already given the documentation link in this article, so please go ahead and follow it. So we have done git init. Now we are going to do Heroku git remote -a, and then we need to specify the name of our application, which is Telegram web app. Now whatever we are doing here, it can take some time. Okay, so let's do git remote -b, and then we are going to now deploy the application to Heroku. So for that we are going to write git add dot, and then git commit -m. So if you don't know about what is git and all, just follow these steps, and let's clear the screen. So now we need to write git push Heroku master. So let's do it. Hit enter, and now it is pushing all the code on Heroku. So this step is basically essentially uploading all the files, all of your codes to Heroku. So it is going to take a couple of minutes depending on the speed, your internet speed. Okay, so we are good until here. So hopefully our application is going to get deployed, and then we are going to test whether we are getting the response from our application. Okay, so far everything looks good. We have not got any errors whatsoever, so things are looking good. Yeah, I think everything is going good so far. This is our application URL. Okay, here you can see it is saying verified, deployed, and deployment is done. So this is basically our URL. I'm just going to copy it, and you can open it in any web browser. So if this is working, this is the response which you are going to get. And where are you getting this response from? This response is actually coming from your program. Okay, so if you go scroll up, this is a program which we have written, and you can see here we have written, if we are making a get request, then it should be returning status code 200 body success. So that is what we have got. Now what we want is we want to attach a webhook, Telegram webhook, with this application which we have just deployed. So for that, this is the syntax which we need to follow. So go ahead, open a new tab and paste it. And one thing which you need to make sure, you need to replace this with your Telegram's token, okay, Telegram's bot token. So in this case, this is the Telegram bot token in my case, so I'm just keeping it as it is, but in your case you need to make sure you need to replace it, okay. And URL equal to, and then you need to specify, here you need to specify the application which you have just created. So this is the application which we have created, and that is what I have given here. And then that's all you need to know. By the way, here is the syntax, so make sure you follow this syntax in order to prepare this string. So that's all. Hit enter and it should be able to say that it created a Telegram webhook. Okay, so that is the result which we are expecting from here. So if it says it has created a webhook, it means now any message which is going to be sent is going to be, any message which is going to be received by this Telegram bot. Telegram is also going to send that message to our application, which is this one. Okay, so here we can see it is saying webhook was set. So now we can go to Telegram application. I'm just going to open a web interface of Telegram application. By the way, this is the bot which I have added. My bot is called Grafana 8. And now if I write hi, this bot should reply hello. Okay, so that is what I am expecting here. This message has still not been sent. You can see here. I think there is some slowness. I'm just going to try from, let me try from mobile. Well, up until now I haven't really been able to fix this issue with Telegram, but add the bot in any other group and just write hi in that group, and then this bot should be able to reply with hello. So that's how this bot is going to work. Now if you want to enhance this program, obviously you can go ahead and make changes in this program, and what you need to do is you can add more question and answers here, and probably you can add any of the functionality which you want to add in main.py. Okay, so that's all in this video. See you again in the next lesson. If you have any question, feel free to write in the comment box. And it took me actually quite a lot of time to create this video, so if you hit like or leave a comment, it will be very good for me. Thank you so much. See you again in the next video.